on daily basis, you will notice that the demand for cyber professionals are really on the high rise, because with the empirical evidence that I've been able to have access to show that even the University of Maryland has said that with data to buttress their point, that cybersecurity engineers, cybersecurity itself has often witnessed several attacks, if not for every 29 seconds, and which is approximately about 2,024 times per day, with that approximate. So if you look at that, you can see that that's a growing number for opportunities for IT professionals that are that have the cybersecurity skills to be able to see that they really do have an opportunity there. Let's take back to the pandemic. During the pandemic, which was one of the major blossom opportunity for cyber engineers, which came with a practical example of remote jobs today. You look at most of the remote jobs that we have today. These are opportunities that are based on this cybersecurity. These are privileges, because the more you extend the cyber perimeter, then you will understand that the cybersecurity itself, it's broad, and it's really requires more engineers future. Now, let me take you guys back to what I mentioned earlier about the CIA triad, how you benefit from the CIA triad, and how the CIA triad has been a model, is like a kernel, just like what we have in networking, like a kernel to security, which is the confidentiality that I mentioned earlier, the integrity, and the availability. Now, confidentiality, when we talk about confidentiality, we're talking about the assertion of information and data being accessed by only the authorized user that you're supposed to get to. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, where are we too?
Yeah, where are we? Hello?
Yes, can you guys hear me, please?
Yes, very well.
Oh, okay. So like I was saying, the cybersecurity itself, with the CIA triad, you have to understand the fundamentals of CIA triad itself. That's the confidentiality, integrity, and availability. The confidentiality, like I said, is an assertion for information to be able to be, get to the right person. And these are military based. Like, for example of confidentiality is military intelligence and military information. Then you have integrity. Integrity has to do with, it's still an assertion of principles that is based on, being able to have access to the database by, maybe, let's say, for example, the end user or an end user has, put in a wrong information into the database. For you to be, for the integrity to be there, for you to be able to guide it through and understand what that is, it has to be with that integrity, and that is the database for you to be able to, have access to it and change the particular information that's needed to be changed. Then you have the availability. Data needs to be available as at when requested, at your demand for data, though it depends on the parameter of the services that you'll be asking for. That's your data that you're requesting for has to be on the parameter of what services that is being requested. So having said this, you can see some of the opportunities why several engineers or several tech aspiring entrepreneurs should as a matter of urgency to see the importance of embracing cybersecurity. Now, there are measures that that has been created, that has been put on ground to mitigate some of these threats, some of these cyber threats. We have where you have the encryption processes with the AES, the triple DES, triple DES, and the rest of them, the AES, and and the ROSA keys, where you have the difference in with their where you have the difference in the encryption standard that has to do with the asymmetric and the symmetric, where you have to be able to, if, for example, you are using a symmetric encryption, for example, you will see the importance of having a public and a private key. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, where are we together? Yeah, we're together.
Okay, yeah, so exactly. So when you have the asymmetric and the symmetric encryption process, these are measures that have actually been put in place to, to curtail these cyber threats. And in the end, you see that most of them are being advanced, and most of them, because of the demand of companies as well, organizations migrating to using the strategy of cybersecurity to be able to protect their growth, the sustainability, and the accountability of organizations. That shows how far and how open the pool for opportunities in this cybersecurity is. So I don't know if there's anybody that wants to, ask any question so far on what I've, said. So I'm open to taking some questions because of the time. So I don't keep just going on and not get something to respond to.
Okay, somebody that wants to learn about the cybersecurity from start.
Yes.
What is the first step to take?
Okay, well, for you to be cybersecurity savvy, the steps are quite extensive, right? But yes, there are some basic skills that you need to possess, like critical thinking, being able to solve, being able to provide solutions to problems, and yes, and understanding of, the networking of computers, being able to understand how you can put the networking of computers together and how you can break them at the same time. Those are, major skills that you need to be able to be more proactive with cybersecurity opportunities.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So Olasukami, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's any light or any question that you want to ask before I can. If anybody
No.
questions, move further.
No, you can move further.
Okay, so now let's look at cyber threats. Now there are a lot of cyber threats. There are a lot of cyber threats. There are a lot of just like I've said, the measures that have been put in place to to curtail because of for you to have free easy data. Being for your data for you to be able to get a data that is being sent to you without for example like middleman attack and the rest of those attacks that you see like the DDoS and the rest of them. For you to be able to protect these things, it's it still shows and relate to the advantage of us, being ready for seeing the pool of this cybersecurity industry to see that really there are still, there are a lot of opportunities that you can actually cling onto from the platform. And again, the cybersecurity industry itself, it's going to keep growing because companies and organizations are actually using it, are not even actually using it. It's a strategy for any company and organization to be able to, succeed in security. You have sustainability and growth of that organization. So it's already a strategy. And as at 2020, if I'm not mistaken, there was this projection for there to be 1 million available jobs for cyber engineers. And at the same time, the statistics have shown that as at this period, only 400,000 cyber engineers will be available. So you can see that even the workforce space is still limited. So meaning we still need more hands to be able to, come on this cyber industry to harness from these privileges and the opportunity that is there. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yes. So let me just chip in something. Sorry if there's still time for that. So So like I was speaking about measures, right, on how to mitigate this threat. Okay. Well, maybe that would be oftentimes, or the more people get familiar with the process of this cybersecurity and the industry, I think people will understand how familiar you should be with some certain tools to, for you to be able to be more familiar. And I don't know if there's some, I don't know how safe it is to put out some, some information out here, but there are some necessary tools that, that needs to be mastered, that you needs to be familiar with for you to be able to, be like, just like what Mr. Ehis asked, the question that you asked earlier, that, what are the skills that you need that can, ready you for opportunities in the cybersecurity industry. These are part of the, like I said, about the critical thinking and being able to solve some daunting solution, proper solutions to mitigate these threats. These are there are tools that you need to be familiar with. Just like I said, you need to understand the basic networking of computers. They are familiar, like the CLIs. You have to be familiar with some certain things that at some point that you can be able to do some things, because like during our own time, during my time of trying to acclimatize with this industry, that the cybersecurity industry, there were some opportunities that I had, and I was quick to, it was easier for me to accommodate those opportunities because of the familiarity of the environment and the tools that I became familiar with. So oftentimes we should try to understand the tools to to mitigate these threats. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ian Festus. I hope you can all hear me.
Thank you.
Yes,
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. So now, how we see, is there any other question before we go for the next speaker? Is there any other question? Okay, so if there's no other question, so I would like to say that we have a YouTube link to, in case you want to share with someone that want to watch it through YouTube and he or she is having challenges. So it's presently live on YouTube. So we will drop the link to you on YouTube in the chat, so you can really go to the YouTube and check, or you can share with someone. So it's presently live. I just drop it on the chat. So here is a link to the YouTube. Okay, so you can easily join. So now the next person is Adesola Agon. So please, can you just share your slide and to present to us what you have for us?
Okay. So I'm trying to. I think I've been disabled. Host disabled participants.
Okay,
You need
I'm going
to
to
make
give you
me.
a chance to,
Yeah.
so you can share now.
Okay. Yeah. So can you all see my screen now?
Yes, I can see unleashing the power of cybersecurity, then
Yeah.
opportunities and innovations.
Yeah, so that's basically what I'm talking about today. Just going to be discussing with everyone today about the power of cybersecurity, the opportunities and the innovations that are involved in it. So this is like the brief introduction of everything, the topics I'm going to be talking about today. I'll be talking about the growing need for the cybersecurity, the career opportunities, the emerging trends, and the investments you can make regarding cybersecurity, be it in your company, your business, be it small or large. So in today's digital age, our lives have really become more connected than ever before, starting from the online banking to social media to everything. We've basically relied on technology for almost everything we do nowadays. I mean, but with this increased connectivity, there's also like an increased risk of cyber attacks everywhere. Cybersecurity is no longer just a concern for corporations or the government to handle. It's now something that affects every one of us, from individuals to small businesses. The consequences of cyber attack can be really devastating, both financially and personally. That is why it is so important for us to understand the opportunities available in cybersecurity field and to take some steps to help protect ourselves and our businesses. So talking about the growing need for cybersecurity, in today's digital age, cyber attacks are becoming increasingly common and sophisticated. In fact, according to a recent study, there's a cyber attack in every 39 seconds, especially in very big countries. These attacks can have devastating consequences, including data breaches, financial loss, and damage to a company's reputation. As technology continues to advance, so do the methods used by hackers and cyber criminals. This means that there is a growing need for cybersecurity professionals and solutions to protect. This means there's a growing need for cybersecurity professionals and solutions to protect against these threats. In fact, it is estimated that there will be 3.5 million unfilled jobs globally as at 2021. Now imagine the amount it must have reached right now, that is 2023, because there's always this growing need for it, because these threats are becoming more and more large, such that there's always a need to fill roles to mitigate those threats. Now, we'll talk about the career opportunities in cybersecurity. There's a wide range of career opportunities that are available in cybersecurity field, from the entry-level positions to the high-level management roles. Some of the most common positions include cybersecurity analyst. It includes network security engineer, information security manager, and chief innovation security officer. So many roles. This is just to mention a few of the roles that are available. Each roles require a unique set of skills and qualifications, but there are some common requirements across the board. These include a strong understanding of the network security protocols, knowledge of cybersecurity best practice, and experience with relevant tools and technologies. Many companies are actively hiring for cybersecurity positions, including the major big tech firms like the Google, Amazon, Microsoft, as well as government agencies and financial institutions. For example, JP Morgan, JP Morgan recently announced plans to hire 1,000 cybersecurity professionals over the next 5 years. Not just JP Morgan, so many other big firms, they intend to hire cybersecurity because they now know the impact. Let's say for Lloyd, for example, Lloyd have like thousands of cybersecurity engineers, because they know the importance of these people in the company. Without the protection of, without a solid security in their system, they know that they would be a deadbeat in the next few years or even months. While the Department of Homeland Security is seeking to fill hundreds of security positions across various departments, with so many job opportunities available, now is an excellent time to pursue a career in cybersecurity. Now is the excellent time to pursue a career in cybersecurity, because now that we are still at the very Well, I won't say at the very beginning because these things has been there all along. I think it is now that so many people are now focused on it. So this is just the time to jump on it and start pursuing this career. So we're going to talk about the emerging trends in cybersecurity. One of the biggest emerging trends in cybersecurity is the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning to identify and prevent cyber attacks. This technology can analyze vast amounts of data and detect patterns that may indicate a potential threat. As AI and ML, that is the machine learning, continue to evolve, they will become even more effective at identifying and preventing cyber attacks. Another major emerging trend is the use of blockchain technology for secure data storage and transfer. Blockchain is a decentralized system that uses cryptography to ensure the integrity and security of data. This technology has a potential to revolutionize the way we store and transfer sensitive information, making it much more difficult for hackers to gain unauthorized assets. So investing in cybersecurity. As technology continues to advance, the risk of cyber attacks increases. Businesses must invest in cybersecurity solutions and services to protect themselves from potential risk and costs associated with such attacks. The companies that choose not to be mindful of all these threats will face the consequences, and the consequences can be really devastating, ranging from financial losses to reputational damage. By implementing effective cybersecurity measures, businesses can not only mitigate this risk, but they will also gain a competitive advantage by demonstrating their commitment to protecting their customers' data. So I'm just going to sum up everything I've talked about in few words, in few sentences. So we have seen the growing need for cybersecurity professionals and solutions in today's digital age. The potential consequence of not addressing this issue can be severe, and it is important for individuals and businesses alike to invest in effective cybersecurity measures. We have also explored the various career opportunities available in cybersecurity field, as well as the emerging trends and the technologies that are shaping the future of cybersecurity. From the threat intelligence analysts to the ethical hackers, there's a wide range of roles available for those interested in pursuing this career. It is clear that investing in cybersecurity is not only necessary, but also beneficial for businesses. By implementing effective cybersecurity measures, companies can reduce the potential risk and cost associated with cyber attacks. So we encourage you to take action in pursuing a career in cybersecurity or invest in cybersecurity solutions. By doing so, you can help protect yourself, you can protect your business, you can protect the society as a whole from growing threat of cyber attacks. So, well, like the last paragraph says, I'm encouraging you guys today to pursue this career. It's something that is really, really growing these days. I mean, not just you're saving the world, you are saving yourself, you're saving the society. At the same time, your pockets will not be dry, obviously, because there's a huge amount of there's a huge pay in this too, to be honest, because you're not just doing this for yourself, you're saving the world. So thank you for listening. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah, Adeshola Agun, that was really, really beautiful. Like, that was a good work. Rather than saying I have a question, I would say I have, few tips to support what you just said.
Okay.
I think for people to even be more aware of these opportunities, right? There should be more cybersecurity data sensitization for people to understand, the importance. Most of the importance that you've outlined is really not for, just for somebody that's not really, tech savvy to be able to pick that. So, I mean, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Actually, I like to give an input as well. So basically, I just want to say, well done, Adeshola. It's a brilliant presentation. I think the slide is it's very nice, and you articulated yourself so well. So well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're not audible, Mr. Israel.
Can anybody hear Mr. Laskan? I can't hear from my end.
Okay.
Can you hear him?
Hello, can anybody hear me now? Hello? Hello?
Hello. We
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, we can hear that.
I think you're the only one hearing him, though.
How about now?
No, we can't. I can't.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear him as well. I guess it's network. Yeah. Shop is poor.
Yeah, can anyone hear me now? Hello? Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay. How about others? Can anyone hear me? Or maybe I should. Let me move out and join back.
I think with the link, it'll be easier for to join back with the link. That's Mr. Lasuka. If you can still talk to him off the chat room. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me now? I don't know what's wrong with the stream live, so I'm trying to use Zoom. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Okay, I see we have our brilliant presenters ahead of me. We've covered more about cybersecurity and the rest. However, just as I stated last week, cybersecurity is a very, very big role and has a lot of opportunities in it. And I'll be sharing my side of cybersecurity, why we need cybersecurity, why we should delve into cybersecurity. If we look at yeah, I hope everyone can see my screen.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, why cybersecurity? Everyone has stated some reasons why it is here, why some are not here. Okay, definitely there is a growing demand for cybersecurity in each sector, from the application security to infrastructure security to the mobile security and to every other aspect of IT whereby you need to secure, because there is more technological advance in everything. And also, and while cybersecurity is a global role, basically you can work. I can recall during the COVID, I did some roles for some companies across Africa, and I was in Lagos. I could not move to anywhere, and I could support them remotely because of it is a global role. It has an hybrid solution embedded in it, and while some are fully cloud. And basically also, yeah, everybody wants job security. Everybody wants to be secured. Everybody wants safety wherever they are working. Cybersecurity gives that at the moment. There is security there because we have limited professionals in the sector at the moment. And also, why cybersecurity as an individual, as somebody coming into cybersecurity, we should look inward into like, okay, it's not all about we security, so we should be looking at the legal aspect and the ethical aspect of it when we talk about the governance of IT. What does and what doesn't go through. And just as human beings, there's a little bit of measures to control what people do and control the narrative of what should go out and what should come in. Also, cybersecurity is challenging, especially if you are working at the red team and you are an incident responder. You would always face one challenges or the other. There's always be a bug for you to look in what to, or you're an AppSec person. You will always have something to work around, and you will always get something to do every day. Yeah, the salary is a bit competitive everywhere in the world. And if you like to learn, I keep saying it, IT is the best place to go to, and cybersecurity gives more because you keep on learning every day to know about human behavior and threat modeling also, because there's always a pattern about threat, just like the social engineering and the rest. And cybersecurity gives a lot of opportunities about that. So I've stated earlier on before now the importance of cybersecurity. We've talked about this in a little bit, and I know someone talked about the banks having cybersecurity and as a whole department on its own, where we have the CISO and the rest. Yes, it has always been that way, and however, the bank take a lot of loss everywhere in the world in the past 2 years because of a lot of cyber risk. So when you are as a cyber professional, you are not only looking at the hacking aspect or protecting, or you are looking at the social engineering when your customer doesn't lose their monies or their savings, fortunes to the hands of these fraudsters and wicked souls. And as a cybersecurity person, you are just like you don't only carry the PR of the organization, we are carrying the trust also of the organization, also in ensuring you are securing the mission critical infrastructures, and you managing the infrastructures properly, and having a plan towards the next updates and the rest. Basically, I'm talking about 4 of the areas of cybersecurity. We have a lot of space. We have a lot of space in cybersecurity, but I'm focusing on these 4 because these 4 has more impact in day-to-day activities of every organization, because you need a UTM, complete UTM, whereby you have your endpoint security, you have your EDR, you have your firewalls, and you need to have a all right. All right.